So welcome back. Again, we're speaking about healing America's narratives, the feminine, the masculine, and our collective national shadow. And back in September 23rd, in fact, of 2001, there was a memorial service for the families and the colleagues and the friends of the first responders who were killed in the September 11th attacks. And it was held at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And Rudy Giuliani was the mayor at the time. Oprah Winfrey hosted it. There were, all kinds of politicians and dignitaries present. And there were representatives from every major religion in New York City, which in many ways speaks to every major religion around the world because of the diverse population there. And it was a somber event. I watched it live on C-SPAN. And about an hour and a quarter or so, don't quote me on that, into the ceremony, Rabbi Marc Gellman, who at the time was the dean of the College of Rabbis in New York City, got up to speak. And there was a piece of what he said that just was striking. And I'm just going to, paraphrase what he said now, because it really applies as we look at the histories of women, of Native Americans, of African Americans, of the Vietnam War, of post 9/11 war, and of the current events in this country right now. What he said will never become obsolete or irrelevant. So at the time, they thought that 6,000 people had died. They didn't know the final numbers yet. So he used that number. And what he said was that on that day, on September 11th, 2001, 6,000 people did not die. One person died 6,000 times. And that when we say large numbers, 6,000 died or 6 million died, all that tells us is how many people died in how short a time. But it doesn't honor the life of that one individual who was not a number. It was somebody's mother or father or sister or brother or son or daughter or the mailman or the cop or the firefighter or the teacher, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's really important for us to remember as we look at these histories of the United States, these narratives that we would like to heal, that we're not speaking about 58,000 Vietnam military members killed in Vietnam. We're speaking about one death 58,000 plus times. And we can apply that to every death and every horror that we've experienced in our history. So I'll see you the next time. Thank you for listening.